Hi there, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Real KB of Real KB Designs. How are you doing today? I hope you're great. So today we'll be working on an event flyer, how to design an event flyer. So let's get it started. Yeah, this is the background we'll be using. So I'm trying to change the background color from blue to gold, blue and black to gold and black rather. So I've selected the part I want to change, and I'll try to, yeah, exactly. So I've changed the color from blue to gold. So you can see the difference. So I'll try to curve the background as well to make it look dark and not too flashy the way it is now. So which is what I'm doing. I'm just doing now, trying to find the right point for it. Still trying to adjust the hue and saturation to make the color deep and clear. Still trying to adjust. It's still not giving me the vibes that I wanted to give. So I'm trying to adjust both the curve and the hue and saturation to make it look perfect. All this is just for it to make it look perfect, the background. You can understand. So I'm trying to bring in the image that we're going to be using, so which is this Cuban chain. So yeah, I'm going to try to cut out this white part in the image, which is what I'm trying to do with the lasso tool. So create a layer mask, then Ctrl I to view our image back. So that's the control I cut out the white parts of the image. So what am I trying to do? I'm trying to select that inner part to bring it closer to the bigger one. So I press V, that's to select it, then drag it down. Well, make sure you rasterize the image before you can do all this. If you do not rasterize it on smart objects, it won't work out the way it is working out now. So you make sure you turn the image to rasterized layer. I hope you understand. So I'm trying to place it where it is meant to be. So we're moving a curve to deepen the color. So the color started from light blue to very dark gold. So that's the work of curve. Darkens anything you want it to do, and the lightens anything you want it to light to help you understand. So that's the work of curve, more like level as well. So I'm bringing in another image now, which is the background. The background is not giving me the vibe, so I'm still trying to create another background beneath it to make it look more realistic. I hope you understand. So I'll drag this background behind our gold background earlier on, the gold and black. So the gold background, I'll give it a soft light so it can stay on the background. So then remove the black background and implement it on the background that we just tracked in now. So I'm trying to adjust the background. So select both of them and convert to smart object. Convert to smart so it will become one. I hope you understand. So if I'm to edit the background, I can just double click on the thumbnail and edit the curve part and stuff like that. I hope you understand. So I'm trying to give the sheen a shadow. The reason why I'm giving the shadow, you know it later as we are going on. So I guess that's coming out. That's coming out a bit. It's already bringing the vibes that I want. I hope you can see now. You can see the difference. The curve I gave the chain, I'm not clipping it into the chain, but rather I'm implementing it on all the images. I hope you understand. So now I want to create my rectangular shape. So I'm trying to create a white, somewhat like a cloudy stuff like that. So I'm creating it from scratch. So I'll bring it behind the chain so the chain can be on the white. Then I dragged it up a bit with control, then clicked on it and drag it up. So that's what I'm going to use to get the result of the cloudy white that I want. I'm going to make use of my brush. So to increase the brush size is control and plus, then to decrease the brush size is control and hyphen. I hope you understand. Something like minus. So I'm trying to, the brush preset that I have here is because I created it. It's not the default style. I hope you understand. So that's why I came up with this part here. So I just duplicated it and then give it exclusion, so it's going to be different from the one below. The exclusion, like, it's excluding the color from the background. I hope you understand. So just trying to place it where it's going to be, so it will be accurate and okay there. So solid color, I'm giving it orange. That's our overlay effect. I hope you understand. So I'll change it from normal to overlay. I'm changing my brush to soft round brush. I'm decreasing it. So overlay, then you can see that's the work of overlay. So I'm implementing the orange color that we just brought in now. I overlaid it, then I'm using it to create effects on the background, so it won't look too clean. Now I'm bringing in another image. That's our money image. So I multiplied it because I want to place it on the white parts only. So that's why it is like that. So if it should pass these white parts here, it's not going to be visible enough on the other parts except on white only. So that's why I had to put it and multiply. So yeah, this is our radio. So what I'm going to do with this radio, I'm going to give it a motion blur. No, sorry, not this, the motion blur. Yeah. So, and that's it. It's also looking off, kind of, so I'm just going to deepen it. So I'm using a black overlay as well, so which is what I'm just trying to do. I'll decrease the opacity a bit, so we won't be looking for our radio beneath. So I just duplicated our orange, or should I call it gold overlay. So I'm trying to implement it on that radio part, so it's going to blend into the background. I hope you understand. Instead of giving it just ordinary black, giving it the orange overlay as well is going to make it look more okay. So I'm bringing in our text now. Let's change the font style. So let's change the size. Let's change the size. I'm trying to adjust the sheen. Let's try adjusting the background so the text will be actually fixed. I just duplicated the text to write out the other word, expensive gang shit. Wow. I just gave it the shadow so it's not going to look so off on the background the way it is now. It's coming out real sharp. So I'm trying to create something like 3D like stuff like that, so it looks as if it is pushing out a bit, but actually it's not pushing out. I just duplicated the background, the text. So which is what I'm trying to do. I'll implement that on the gang shade as well. So duplicate, bring it beneath of the drop shadow and adjust it. So satin is just gonna give it some black overlay like that. So and that's it. Implement it on gang shade as well. So we have our expensive gang shade popping on the background there. So I'm trying to align it on the background to centralize it, that center alignment. I'm trying to adjust this radio. It's getting too big and getting too close to the word. So we're drawing a rectangle shape out because I want to put another text below the expensive gang sheet. The features of the event. I hope you understand. So what are we having here? And I'm going to duplicate this gang sheet so the alignment won't differ from the other. So that's why I just have to duplicate it. So it will be okay. The alignment will be fine and all. So we have Whiskey Bash, then Casino, and Rap Battle. Yeah. So now let's align the text on the shape. I'm trying to change the text here. So we have ladies free entry till 8:30 p.m. So I will decrease it and give it space in between, aligning it to the center. The rectangle is not aligning to the text above a bit, so I'm still trying to figure out what's wrong, but I guess something is wrong with the text itself, so I'm just going to go and check the text. But for now, let's still work on the alignment and all, so everything's going to be fine. So yeah, I've figured out what's wrong. It was in italic before, it wasn't meant to be in italic, so now it is straightforward and everything is aligned now. I just reduced the ladies free entry to 8:30 because it's kind of off, so I just reduced it. So I guess it is okay like this. So our music policy, DJG, then our hype man as well. So just decrease it beneath because for right alignment and all. So just decrease it so everything is going to be perfect. So what am I trying to type here? Maximum security guaranteed. That's what I'm trying to type there. So the font size was a bit small, so I've increased it. I'm giving it space in between. I'm going to decrease it more. Then more space in between. So I just give it 800. 800 is still not perfect. 1000. Yeah. This is cool now. Let's align our radio on this side to make it perfect. It's not really necessary to, but to make it more lively and unique. That's why we are making use of that. So let's duplicate both the entertainment that is presenting this flyer. I don't know if you understand. So we're trying to create that. Let's increase the size. So let's change the text. We have real entertainment. So align to the center. Why am I selecting and aligning? I'm just selecting all. That's Control A to select all, then align all together to the center. I hope you understand. So that's aligning everything. And if I'm aligning to the right, the same thing. Just Control A to select all. Yeah, it's good. So real entertainment presents expensive pen sheets. Blah blah blah. So now let's create our restriction. The age limit. So that's that on that. I'm just trying to align it to make it look perfect and not off the design that I'm trying to work on. So we're working on the time and date. So door opens what time? 9 p.m. So I'm changing the fonts to another font style to make it sharp and bold. So we have door opens by 9 p.m. I'm duplicating the 9 p.m. to create the next text. We have Wednesday 27th July. So let's fix it somewhere around this part here. And I'm trying to adjust the space in between. So I guess that's about the dates and the time. So now you can see the app. There's one application that just popped up now. This is where I get my icons and everything that I want to use. I hope you understand. So I'm trying to bring in an icon I want to use. No, not this one. This is the wrong one. The marker, that's the location icon. So that's where I get all my icons when I'm designing all. So the link will be in the description to get it. So I just changed the color overlay for the icon. So we have our lounge here. Decrease the font size on the boot. So I just duplicated the maximum security guarantee to create our address. So, and that's that about our location. So select both to align both of them. Yeah. There's that about that. I'm still not getting the vibes that I'm supposed to get here. So now I duplicate this part to make it look okay. And control to give it another screen effect on. I'm giving an effect on those sheen, like a lightning effect to be on the sheen, like it is sparkling kind of. So I'm just creating the effects on it. As you can see, that's what I'm doing right now. So we have our chain shining. So that's that about giving it the sparkles that it needs. So I'm just creating an overlay effect around it to make it look okay. So everything's going to blend well. I hope you understand. Still trying to create the effect and on. So we're bringing in another image now. That place is looking so empty, so we have to put something here. So I'll blur, give it motion blur rather. I'll give it a motion blur using distortion of 19. So I'm bringing on my image below the curve that I used from the beginning to make it sharp and dark. So as you can see, we've created our event flyer. So just in this door opens. Yeah. So that's that on our event flyer. I'm trying to bring in the particles that's going to make it look outstanding a bit. It's not necessary though, but I just felt to make it look more cool and okay. Hope you understand. So I just decreased it. Trying to make a little changes to everything, make it look okay. So trying to add more effects to our chin. Yeah. So that's that about our flyer. I hope you learned one or two out of it, and I'll be expecting your questions in the description below. Thank you for watching.